Hey guys, today I'm taking you for a tour of the Black Wolf Turbo Plus 300 tents. I've got them set up next to me. Let's get started.
Hit it.
Hey folks, Ben from Snowy's here today, down in the heart of Adelaide's western suburbs at the BIG4 Holiday Park. It's an easy getaway for your family, it's fully equipped, and there's something for everyone. They've given us some space here today to show you some products, and I've got the Black Wolf Turbo Plus 300 tents set up behind me here in the canvas and the light version. Now, why would you choose one over the other? Well, starting with the canvas here, this guy weighs 35 kilos. It's not a lightweight tent, but for that extra weight, you get something that is more weatherproof than his light version. It's also more durable and it's going to give you a slightly longer life. Alternatively, the light version over here makes the tent itself far more manageable to set up and also to get on a roof rack or in and out of a vehicle, and it's also far more affordable, still offers tons of durability. Now they do pack up to about the same size of 145 centimeters in length. The canvas version, however, being bulkier fabrics, is a bit fatter when it's all packed up. It's about 40 centimeters by 40 centimeters as opposed to around about 35 by 35 for the light version. So talking about fabrics, the light version here is made with 150 denier ripstop polyester, and it's got a 2000 millimeter water head. The inner also 150 denier ripstop polyester, and there is mesh throughout, which is a fine mesh, gives you reasonable protection against insects. Moving down to the floor here, we've got a 500 denier poly-Oxford polyester with a 5000 millimeter water head. And last of all, the frame is a 23 millimeter aluminium frame. You've got alloy knuckles here, and that leads up to a plastic or a nylon hub at the very top there. Now the canvas version of these tents are made with a 230 GSM ripstop poly cotton canvas. Now this has got a 5000 millimeter water head, so it offers much more weather protection. The inner of the tents over here, the same 230 GSM ripstop poly cotton canvas. The mesh is a really heavy duty fiberglass mesh, and this one here is quite stiff, but it's going to give you plenty of durability. And the floor, also more durable, a 600 denier siliconized polyester with a 10,000 millimeter water head on the floor here. And last of all, again, the frame, slightly thicker frame, a 25 millimeter tube, same alloy knuckles and nylon or plastic hub at the top here. So while we're standing under it, I'll talk about this awning here. Now this measures about 1.8 meters out from the tent and about 2.5 meters between the two outer poles here. In terms of head height, I'm 185 centimeters, so I've got about 2 meters of height in the middle here, probably down to about 1.6 meters thereabouts on the sides where I walk through. Around the edge of this awning here are zips and Velcro. These are all there for optional attachments, so you can actually enclose this whole area to create a third room, in this case, for extra living space. And coming around to the rear of the tent here, there's guy ropes on all four corners, 2 on each. They're featured in their own little pockets here. You can use the same peg if you like to set them up, or put them on separate pegs, but there's features on every corner of the tent. There's also 3 windows. We've got a window here, same one on the other side, and there's also a window at the rear of the tent there, at the back of the extra room, or the sleeping space if you want to call it. And they can all be set up in the same manner in that they've got 3 different options. Firstly, to be zipped closed like it is here at the moment. We can zip them open completely and roll them right up so that we can allow ventilation through the tent and secure it at the top here. There's tabs up here so we can roll it open like this. Alternatively, there's this extra flap of fabric in here that allows us to set them up as gusseted windows for extra ventilation inside the tent. There's extra guy ropes in your kit. Put your guy ropes through these little brass eyelets here, peg them out like this, and you've got ventilation up underneath, and you're still shedding water off the top of the window there. It's pretty much all the features on the outside. It's nice and simple. I want to step inside the tent and show you in there now. Now the door that I'm stepping through here is a double door, so we've got both a mesh and a solid panel here. Mesh for ventilation, solid panel if we want to seal it up and keep it warm inside the tent. In terms of head space in here, I'm about 185 centimeters, so I've got about 190 right in the middle here. If I stand a little over, probably a good 50, 60, or about a meter, I think, actually, in from the side of the tent, my head's just touching the top here. So I do have plenty of standing space in here. I'll start with the features at the top here. There is a lantern hook that features up here, and that's just above a handle here, which is used to collapse the tent down with, so don't hang anything too heavy on that. There's a couple of roof vents. This one's closed, this one's open on the top here. That allows hot air to escape, reduces condensation inside the tent. And these seams at the top here are all seam sealed, so you can use the inner tent by itself with reasonable weather protection, but we do recommend using the Flight if you want full weather protection. Further to this clip up here, there are Velcro tabs that run down the side here that goes right down to the bottom corner here to a little zippered access point where you can get your power cord in for 12 or 240 volt power. Moving to the back of the tent here, there's a central divider that features between the main front of the tent here and the room at the rear here. That can be folded back like it is at the moment, or we can zip it across. It just zips at the top here, and there is a zip down the middle so that this other curtain can be sealed here, but it doesn't seal along the bottom. That's always open along the bottom there. So the other features at the back here are this storage pocket. It's actually a little organizer panel. There's actually 4 pockets in this, so you can stay quite organized. And then at the rear here, we do have a second little lantern hook that features above the window at the rear that we saw on the outside, and that's obviously coupled with the 2 windows in the front portion of the tent there for plenty of ventilation. If we talk about the space inside the tent here, now this front section is what Black Wolf call it a 300 by 300 space, and my measurements show it to be just a little bit under, about 295 by 295. Further to that, from the point at which these walls meet the base here, you've got another 1.8 meters to the rear of the tent. Now it does slope a bit at the rear, so you're not going to fit a high bed or a stretcher right to the back of this room here. I do have a couple of, 3 airbeds actually set up in the Lite version across the way here, so I can show you how a family of 4 might be able to sleep in one of these. So inside the Turbo 300 Plus Lite here, which is the same size as the canvas version we were just in, I've got 2 XL single airbeds in the front here. Now these measure about 190 in length and about 1 meter in width. So still got a nice walkway through the middle here and some storage space at the end, so you can access this room at the end here. Now at the back of the tent here, I've got a double high queen size airbeds. Now these guys measure about 2 meters in length, about 150 centimeters in width, and I think they're about 55 centimeters high. Now we can see, even though this is only 150 width and we've got 180 centimeters of space at the back here, the slope at the back of the tent pushes this forward a little bit, and we're pretty much right on the edge of where this curtain will sit when it's done up. But it's enough space for 2 people to sleep. There's a bit of a void down the back here, that's probably wasted space, but there is still room for storage here. So room for mum and dad at the back. We can close these curtains across here, room for the kids at the front here with a walkway down the middle, and if we were to enclose the awning out the front, we've got a dining space as well. So there's room for everyone in one of these tents. And that is our walkthrough for you of the Black Wolf Turbo Plus 300 tents. Now, Black Wolf class this is an 8-person tent. You could fit 8 people in there, but I reckon it's perfect for a family of 4 or 5 for forward drive touring, or especially for family camping. You can grab these online at snowies.com.au at our lowest prices every day. If you have any questions, let us know down in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel or check out a few other ones like this one down here.